what I like to see. It's unfortunate. All this. Nothing happening until turn 3. I don't think this gets us there. Roll this again. Okay, this is definitely a keepable hand. I have to pitch 2 cards. So it's probably Tithe. And Aether Vial. Okay, so Giver protects the Walking Ballista. Vial makes everything else in my deck live. I can't cast. Probably Vial say go and hope that we hit lands, right? Like, there was an argument to put Walking Ballista back because I have 4 Ballistas and another 6 sources to get to Ballista in both Rangers. Okay, this is going to be Storm, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not swinging here because I just need to keep the Ballista alive. Sure, you have an Electromancer. This seems pretty relevant right now, right? Just pass the turn. Very timely draw. Sure. Like how clean of an answer this was, without having to remove it. So with 2 mana up, do I just pump this up? Probably, it's probably the safe bet. Putting in 2, passing the turn. Just like slamming the Heliod. And just passing the turn. They win on this turn. Sweet. Easy peasy. Okay, what are we going after? Um, Damping Spheres come into play, right? Yeah, because we don't want him casting multiple a turn. Or Rest in Peace sees play. This is a tough matchup, right? Um, he can just go off for like an infinite amount of mana, so I think this is fine. This has to come in case he's got like a Pyromancer or the Ascension. Thalia gets played. The Luminarchs can go. Can the Rangers go? Simply because I'm playing. I'll have to play the Tutors instead if I'm going to be doing that, right? Seems like a lot of cards to come in for this matchup. I think the Giver runes still have to stay in. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 10. 5, 6. Got 4 cards. Probably a Heliod, a Ranger. What I'm bringing in. I think I was too many cards to bring in. I think if I hit a Damping Sphere, I'm fine. And I also hit Wheel of Sun and Moon, so I'm good. I'm just gonna go Vile into Wheel of Sun and Moon into Idyllic Tutor and see if he can deal with that. I hope the Mana type just wins me a game. That would crack me up. So Sun and Moon doesn't affect the game plan one of just like casting a bunch of spells, but it does negate anything that he's got going that he's gonna try and get from the bin, right? I probably could have cut Champion, rereading Champion now. But it is a character that sticks that just like can't be dealt with for a worship. So primarily what I have left is 3 drops. I can cheat into Thalia. Should have brought in the Antin Ice for this. Sure. Are they just going to go off and win? It's going to be empty the Warrens, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the storm counter? Is the storm counter gone? Desperate Ritual, Desperate Ritual. We're at 3. Gifts ungiven. Proof being shown. Search your library for 4 cards with different names. Reveal them. Target opponent choose 2 of those cards. Put the chosen cards into your graveyard and the rest into your hand. Then shuffle your library. I don't think we've played Storm yet. This is fun. So champion wins me the game if he's in play or she is in play. Okay, what do I want to give them? Into the graveyard. Metamorphose is going into the bin, and I don't want you splicing another Desperate Ritual. So you can have a Bolt and a Pyretic Ritual. I don't want you getting access to blue mana again. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play champion in time. He hits a Braid, okay. Does that do anything for me? I don't think so. Sure. We're just going to go to the next game. Okay, I want to board appropriately now. I want to board on the plate, right? I think that was too cute. I like the on thin ice. I'm 1 card short. I think I have to play the Worship, right? If I'm gonna play this. Don't really care about the Luminarch. I guess the Luminarch makes my ability faster. This hits Worship and Heliod. This is probably fine and hope that I just hit a Damping Sphere. Unfortunate. I think we have to mold a 5 here. Hate to see it happen. This is fine. So I need to put back 2 cards. Probably Worship and Walking Ballista. The unfortunate part is I want to Mana Tithe his Goblin, right? So I have to hold my spell on 2. I think it's more important to hold Tithe for the Goblin. Because if he has the Goblin, it's just game over. Sure. It's unfortunate this wasn't a another white source. Come on, play the Goblin. Play the Goblin, please. He does not have the Goblin, so I get punished here. Oh, I tapped that so wrong. Alright. Knew that immediately happening. If this gets countered, this is my fault. Unfortunate. I'm gonna be upset if he's got the Abrade. He does. I was in good shape had I tapped correctly. The one turn that Mana Tithe would have been awesome. Uh, So it still would have been more optimal play to play the actual line and not mess up tapping like I did. And because of the gifts ungiven, we didn't get too punished for it. Play the ranger. Probably gonna get remanded. I don't think they play many hard counters. Sure. Interesting that he chose to bolt that. Does he just have like another piece of removal? The Storm play a bunch of... You can have the turn. Does it play a bunch of basic? Blitz. Burn. If Storm. 3 islands, 1 mountain. Sure. Yes. You just have to kill the walking ballista? Does he just go for it and win here? Oh my lord. He got 1 card in hand. There's no way he's got it. He's just gonna keep drawing cards. Come on. Get lucky one time. So, like, at this point, he's got enough mana to do everything. Like, I guess there's a potential, there's a world where I walking ballista this to kill it. But then, like, neither of us have threats. And, like, him being able to draw is much more significant. I'd rather just, like, force him to, like, not fizzle and win the game. Because, like, even if he goes off here with the Goblin spell, Empty the Warrens, like, I've still won the game. Sure. This doesn't change anything. Is that game? That might just be game there. Because he can dig through everything. Damn. So, like, killing his Goblin Electromancer allows him not to win the game, but that doesn't allow me to win the game either. And if his out is Empty the Warrens, I mean, he's got to play one of each, right? So the argument to killing his Goblin Electromancer would be I lose my I lose my what's it called? My Walking Ballista. But then I have 3 more Walking Ballista plus how many copies to fetch Walking Ballista, and we're just like top decking from there. But the issue with that is like even without Goblin Electromancer, the amount of cards that Storm sees, like it's if I untap, I win the game, right? So I still think I played the right line of forcing him to have it, and they just had it. Um, bin. Make everything more expensive. You just cast Past Some Flames, or recast it for 5, and then cast Grape Shot. Fortunate, but this is what it is.